before any of y'all niggas hit me with this dude need a haircut, boom, problem solved. First of all, how you guys doing? Welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're not new, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded. It's been like, what, 2 weeks? Not gonna lie, it's beginning of the new year, slow for music right now. Also, I'm kind of lazy because, you know, it's been holidays coming up, and now it's been like, what, it's the 11th? Been slacking, but I'm back, yo. I'm back, and I'm back for a very interesting topic, very different topic than what I usually do. Dreamville, what you doing? I'm sitting here chilling, doing my own thing on Twitter. I'm seeing left or right, I'm seeing J. Cole, Revenge, Yellow, it looking real nice and all that, right? I'm like, okay, they're doing a group album, cool, awesome. Then I'm seeing people like, actually I have a whole, there's a whole list that someone tweeted out. I just followed the guy, so let me just look this up real quick so I can tell y'all, because it's actually insane. So apparently for the Revenge of the Dreamers 3, it's Lil Baby, Meek, Hardo, Njaza, No Name, PNB Rock, A Boogie, Smino, Summer Walker, Vince, Staples, Saba, you got Black, Earthgang, all that, Boz, J. Cole, of course. It's just insane amount of people, bro, and they just do not stop coming. Pause. You also got reporters, some people, you got this girl I saw the other day, I forgot, I don't know her name. It's just, they're having everyone, insane amounts of people. And I got totally excited when I saw Monte Booker, when I saw Black, when I saw Saba. I just could not contain my excitement anymore. When I saw Smino, I could not contain my excitement. And I don't think I understand how much I love Cole. I did not like Cole that much. I wasn't a fan until KOD dropped. I could not tell you, I was not a fan until KOD dropped. I know it's a little shiny. I like keeping the rapping on the CDs. I just like to collect them, really. I'm not really a vinyls kind of guy. I like CDs. CDs is my thing, but yeah. He autographed it and everything. It was just really cool. Then I just got this recently, 2014. I told you I wasn't really a 2014 Forest Hill Drive. I wasn't really a fan until recently, KOD. So I mean, I gotta support the niggas that I love. Always gotta support niggas. Streaming don't get you nothing nowadays. It doesn't get you any type of money to their standards of living. But let me just get to what y'all were interested in, why I came to this video. I'm sitting there chilling, doing my own thing. One of my niggas used to play soccer with when I was in high school. He asked me up to say, hey yo, you need to do, I forgot what I was saying because I was on my group chat. Oh yeah, I was doing, my friend texted me. So he texted me, he says, if you haven't, you should do an in-depth review on Earthgang. They're different, they're good. I had to check them out. He says, I just want you to be ahead of the curve before they really blow up. I'm just sitting there like, ahead of the curve? Like, before they really blow up? Because he used all capitals, really blow up? I'm just like, interesting. So, I do some digging. I look them up, we'll see what they're about. And I'm watching interviews left and right. I'm just like, wow. And there's not a lot of them. And I'm sitting there looking up stuff on YouTube. No one's covered them. Like, people don't cover, they have not covered Earthgang. They have minuscule interviews here and there, but nothing in depth, nothing that I can latch on to them besides their music. So I'm listening to their music. I'm just like, these guys are crazy. These two dudes are crazy. One's named Johnny Cash, and one's named Johnny Cash. One's named Johnny Venus, and one's named Dr. Doc. Before we get into Earthgang, let me get into Monte Booker. He is a producer. A producer that I truly love. That's not really my lane. But you have to understand, when I like a producer, I love a producer. So Monte Booker, I first heard of him because of Saba. I'm at a Saba concert. This was Schaumburg, Washington D.C. So I'm sitting here, doing my own thing, and Saba plays a song called Colors. And I'm just like, what the?
Purple tree, plus I got this running me. Curly yellow dancing on me, says she smell the grin on me. And she straight from California, freaky, yeah, she wanna be. Tell me she like boys and girls, oh well, that's okay with me.
I look it up immediately. I'm like, yo, this song is immaculate. So I'm sitting there looking up Saba, not Saba, Smino. Smino's the person that actually did the song. But I didn't really, the production, I should care more for the production. But later I'm looking up, Monte Booker produced this song. And that's just kind of how I got into Monte Booker, who is a producer that uses FL Studios, heavily influenced by the Timbalands and Neptune. Production style, he doesn't really sample a lot. He does, but not a lot. He stays away from that. What he does is, I saw like he'll take organic sounds and create them into a one beat, and you understand how unique and how refreshing that can be sounding in a touch keyboard kind of generation. And it's not just a generation; it's been a lot of that's happened in the hip hop history. But he's just taking attribute in music producing that is not very well constructed and orchestrated. Not saying that pushing buttons isn't a job. For a producer, they make thousands of millions of music production, and there's nothing wrong with pushing something in and making a sound. Metro Boomin samples a lot. Metro Boomin samples a lot. But do I think Metro Boomin is an awesome producer? I mean, he's good. He's a good producer. But for me, I'd rather hear something that's organic. So I saw a video. He took water. Like I said, hey, Deer Park, he took water, just pause. He'll take water, just shake it around. Then he'll take something like a pen and keep a tempo. And then he'll have something like a CD and a speaker, just anything that will make a sound. Anything that will make a sound. And he turns it into a production that is just immaculate. He turns it into greatness, bro. If you don't believe me, listen to Colors. There's a video that I'll link in the description below where he takes he takes water in a faucet and just and turns it into a production that is just ear candy. You heard it here first. So yeah, link in the description. Stop watching this video and just watch the video and just come back when you're done. He's from the south side of Chicago, but he didn't, even though he was really in the south side of Chicago, his mom was the reason, if we're being honest, that he's into music so heavily. He's very introverted, as you can see when I'm watching the interviews that he's done. He doesn't really have that Chicago south side grime, if you that grittiness that they carry on themselves, because his mom kept him indoors. So with that, he found other ways to be interactive with his life. Since he wasn't really outside, his mom was very protective of him. So with that, you can see how he can become who he is. And one right step into the right direction, and now he's a producer that makes thousands to thousands of dollars, even more. And he's part of this group called Zero Fatigue. And I've seen their hoodies. The hoodies are amazing, but I don't have any because I might be money. But it's like they have this like silk texture, and it's actually really nice. They also have this girl named Raven Lay with Smino. I don't know if there's anything else. I think there's one called J2, something like that. J something. But yeah, that's a group right there, and Zero Fatigue is actually great. Raven Lene is an amazing R&B singer. I see her going places. I think she's 19 too. A beautiful 19-year-old. Nothing weird. I'm 20, so it's not. Okay. There's like, and it's funny because I like Monte because he's very like, apparently he's like a class clown, like very hilarious. He has a lot of humor in himself. So they call him like the Cleveland. They call him the Cleveland journalist, bruh. Fat boy scientist, bruh. What, bro? Wow, bro. But that's enough for Monte, bro. Let's get into Earthgang. So the beginning of Earthgang, there was this huge gang, right? There was a huge gang. Before there was this huge gang, there was two friends. They're in Mays High School in Atlanta, Georgia. They meet. They're cool peoples. They send each other music. And then later, Earthgang becomes a thing. Earthgang becomes their group. It's not just them two. It's not just Johnny Venus. I cannot say his name. Johnny Venus and Dr. Dot. I'm gonna start calling him Dot from now on. There was more people. 2007. There's more people. But as life goes on, you know, people become less motivated. People don't really see the vision as much as other people do. So they leave. They run, not running, but they find other options for their life, other avenues. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. And I feel like that's where their heart's at. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But now they're up. They're signed to Dreamville. Before we get to Dreamville, let's move it back a little bit. My first impression watching these interviews, I'm just like, okay, they're very introverted. Very introverted. Especially Dot. Dot he has this impression where, I don't care if you don't like my music, you can't put a pin on my music. Once you compartmentalize them, they'll just surprise you because they have these different sounds, right? This is my first impression with Johnny Venus. I just like his aura. I like who he is as a person. He seems very cool, and you can see how close they are as friends because they'll talk over each other. And they'll do it. All these interviews that I'm watching, they're just talking over each other. And the people that are interviewing them, I'm just kind of confused. Like sitting there, like, who do I listen to?
I done did some shit, bro. We used to do them Aquafina bottles, which was bad. Yeah, that shit used to be stupid.
Where you used to make like a bong out of it?
I done smoked out an apple before. Like, make a whole apple, make a top, mold the top. That shit's actually pretty effective.
What else?
So like, there are these introverted guys that when it comes to music, they expand, they explode, they just electrify with just knowledge and wealth, and you just want to sit there and soak it all up. You can see they're very intelligent people. They went to college, but I don't know if they graduated or not. So the way that Earthgang, the name actually came about, it was because of this guy, because of Johnny Venus. He brought the name together because it was organic. It was a very organic. In high school, you learn about the earth. You come from how it's life. He said it kind of came to him. God, he was kind of God sent. He didn't say God sent. He came down like that. Like a lightning hit them. Like a lightning hit him in his bulb. Wow, what is wrong with me? In his bulb? Like a lightning bulb. What am I doing? Next, the way that Dot talks about music is that he's just like enjoying the experience while it's here. You can't put a cap on the music that we create because I'm just enjoying the music. And once you try to compartmentalize an artist like me, no, you can't do that. So he has this very aggressive tone when it comes down to the music that he creates. And when I say aggressive, I say aggressive in the term of it being, I'm trying to be better than the next person. I'm trying to have longevity in my career. And with longevity, there comes another group called Village, who was created by the likes of Dot and Venus, who also recruited Jid and Jordan Bryant and Hollywood JB. Now, all this is happening around Hampton University, so I'm just sitting here like, chill. I should went to Hampton University, because look, I'm a Towson boy. I went to Bowie State University, but I'm a Towson boy. Oh yeah, my house is Towson University. Boom. Yeah, Towson University. But this is another story why I went to go to Towson. I'm not really a college guy. I mean, I'm doing it just because, but I mean, school's alright. Like, if I'm being honest, I kind of want to move. Like, I wasn't really into school. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, school was just kind of that. Like, I didn't have passion for school. So I'm just kind of like, everyone said Towson University is good to go. I was like, alright, I'm just gonna go to Towson and just whatever. But my grades weren't good, so I went to Bowie and then I did everything I could to get out of Bowie. Now I'm out of Bowie and I'm at Towson. So less about me. That's not really about me. But yeah, so with Village, I didn't even know that was a thing. And I'm searching them up and I just knew about Jid. And I love Jid. I've knew Jid for a very long time. Not very long time, but I've known him for at least a year or two now. And he collabed with Earthgang, but at that, I mean, you know, it's whatever, bro. Like, it's another feature. Some people don't really care to dive into the features that are actually given. If I'm being honest, that was me. Sometimes I do that. It's be like that sometimes. I'm not this huge music connoisseur, but I do love music. I do love hip hop, and I do want to learn more about it. They're so stupid, yes, because they make fantastic music. They're not just people that just love music sonically. They love what they talk about. They actually have meaning to what they have. Rags, Robot, and Royalty, a 3-part trilogy into their LP Maryland, which will be debut with Dreamville, and I'm really excited for it. I can't wait for that to drop. It's just, Rags is like what they see around them. It's like the poverty part, and then it turns to robots. And it's like everything is like everyday thing, what they see, and like nothing's very, like, it's very drawn out and very bland and just Ugh. And then you go to royalty, where it's like the production's fantastic, and they're just excited to go into the next part of their life because now people are looking at them, and now they're looking for, now this is the last stop into Maryland, you know. So it's just fantastic. I'm and just like you hear the music and you wonder, what is their inspiration? Where do they get all this music from? And that's the thing. Everywhere. They've collabed with people like OG Maco, the Jid, the Surd. They've had skits with DC Young Fly. It's the list goes on with who they'll collab with. I think also DJ Khaled. The list just goes on and on and on and on. There's so much music you can digest because they had a lot of music drop. They had the House Party, which was 2010, I believe, and then now they have Maryland, which dropping this year. It's insane amount of music, With all that, now that you know who Earthgang is, I'm not going to go into depth about the music because who would I be? I'm telling you about them, but I'm not going to say about their music. They'll take the fun out of all of the stuff that you can find in their music. You can find what they talk about. You can find out why they like to do what they do. You can find out so much more into the music besides what I can tell you. And I refuse to tell you guys about their music. I feel like that's a better way to do that. That would take the fun out of the experience for y'all if I tell y'all this song's good, this song is great, this song's amazing. No, you guys listen to it yourself. There's a lot of music out there, and I'm pretty sure you will enjoy it. That's just my input. So yeah. So now we have Monte Booger. We got Earthgang. I'm very excited for them to do what they do on the Revenge of Dreamers 3. That's gonna be dropping sometime soon. Very excited for that to happen. Something that I've implemented into my videos. I read a piece of what I'm reading. I'm almost done with this. I've started reading more during the videos. I'm on page 192 now. I was at 160 the last video that we were doing. And yeah, basically what I do is I tell y'all a piece of what I'm reading about that I found very interesting, and I give it to y'all. So I'm almost done with this, so I'm gonna be moving to a new book soon. But there's a lot of information. There's a lot that I can share with y'all. So I'm gonna just share what I think is very awesome. So I'm reading this, right? And I'm just finding pieces of information, and I stumbled upon an interesting fact about Jay-Z's life. And it says, in recent years, barely 1/5 of Jay-Z's earnings has come from record sales. Endorsements make up large chunks of his sale for Reebok, Harlot Package, and Budweiser, and to name a few. So he had endless endorsements, and that for me, having that type of money just because of your names on it is insane. He has his own color, bro. He had deals that he was gonna have for GM, for Chrysler. Oh, I think it was rumored that he got paid 7 figures just because he stepped out of a car. Just for marketing. Could you believe that? Just for marketing. Insane. And one thing before I go, I just want to say one bold statement. Lil Yachty is the Jay-Z of our generation when it comes down to business.